watching Win-Win Power News. Power is one of the key contributors to the development of a state's socio-economic infrastructure. And one of the examples to prove this is the state of Gujarat, which has a sound power sector and consequently a sound socio-economic infrastructure. Ranging from power generation to power distribution and rural electrification to development of renewable energy, Gujarat has made a mark for itself in the arena and now holds a strategic position in the Indian power sector. Here is our special report on the Gujarat's power scenario.
Gujarat has accorded highest priority to energy sector to ensure sustained economic development. Urja Shakti, the power of energy for safe, cleaner and better tomorrow, is what all sections of society must strive for. And Gujarat has been working towards implementing environment-friendly initiatives through state-owned companies as well as with private sector participation. From the traditional high-cost coal-based plant to a newer combined cycle gas-based plant, the renewable mass, solar, wind and tidal energy. The emphasis is on supply of reliable and quality power to cities and villages alike. With 100% rural electrification, third largest wind power generation capacity and being a favoured venue of private sector power companies. Gujarat's power generation capacity currently stands at over 11,000 megawatt. The aim is to take it to 19,000 megawatt by 2012 by relying on many proposals that are lined up.
The capacity addition what we had proposed in Gujarat during the 11th plan period would be in the order of 9,000 megawatt. The beginning of 11th plan, we had a capacity of say 9,000 megawatt. By end of the 11th plan, we would be adding another 9,000 and we would be having an aggregate capacity of cumulative capacity of something like 19,000 megawatt. So actually we will be adding say more than 10,000 megawatt during the current 5-year plan.
In fact, players like Adani, Aircon, Suzlon and Nuclear Power Corporation are planning to invest in Gujarat's power sector. Moreover, the capacity addition target does not only include generation by coal, water or gas, but significantly by renewable sources as well. Gujarat Jyoti Gram Yojana assures 24 hours of 3-phase power supply to rural residential consumers and 8 hours guaranteed supply to agricultural consumers. At a demographic level, a survey carried out by IRMA at the behest of CII reveals a reduction in rural to urban migration. Significantly, the assured availability of electricity has opened up income-earning avenues to rural public that wasn't there earlier.
Gujarat, after this Jyoti Gram Yojana, we are supplying 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week and 365 days a year. All our villages are having power supply, except for the say outages on sudden grounds or on maintenance grounds. So far as the power availability is concerned, we are not going for any shutdown or any kind of load shedding kind of thing. Of course, at times whatever entitlement I have, if one generator goes fail and others, so we have to draw something from UI. But we are able to meet it.
In April 2005, Gujarat unbundled its electricity sector, and with that, Gujarat Electricity Board became Gujarat Urja Vikas Nigam Limited, a holding company with 6 unbundled companies under its umbrella, a separate generation and transmission companies and 4 distribution companies.
As a part of the restructuring and reform agenda, the sector in the state has been reorganized to create viable and consumer-centric utilities. After unbundling, efforts to improve efficiency were focused on key areas such as revenue management and AT&C loss reduction, power purchase and fuel cost, as well as rural electrification.
As far as AT&C loss is concerned, we are quite happy at the moment. At the moment, the AT&C loss is less than 15% at company level. It is in fact 14.48%, which is quite satisfactory. But still we have a lot of scope to improve, particularly in the rural areas where the losses are of around 58%. We have been targeting these areas now for reduction of losses.
In fact, GUVNL has improved upon its urban and rural supply by adoption of various techniques. In the urban front, use of amorphous transformers in place of CRGO transformers, formation of underground network for government utilities and for LT and HT line, as well as 24/7 customer care center and consumer grievance cell have been made. Whereas on the rural front, feeder bifurcation, improvement on quality power supply to consumer, establishment of 13 new substation, 24/7 power supply to villages, adoption of HVDS system, collection of energy bill by e-gram, etc. have been adopted.
AT&T losses we have reduced from 26%, which used to be there 5 years before. It's now around 20%. So 6% reduction which has taken place already. So we are going for system improvement in the distribution side, as well as so better enforcement of the billing and recovery. These are basically two things which have to be done for a better reduction in the AT&T losses.
Also in recent years, GUVNL has taken a number of initiatives to improve upon its distribution network, to reduce losses, to increase its operational efficiency and to afford better services to consumers. Transmission and distribution losses have been reduced to 21.80% in fiscal 2007-2008 from 30.90% in fiscal 2003-2004, which is well below the national average of 30 to 35%. The AT&C losses have also reduced from 22.55% in fiscal 2007-2008. Also, the collection efficiency has increased to 99.04% in fiscal 2007-2008.
Our collection efficiency is 100% and distribution loss is just 14.31%. Then transmission loss around 4.5%. Altogether, we are operating quite at a comfortable level, but we still want to reduce it by a % or 2.
The central government on its part has launched the RAP-DRP project under the 11th 5-year plan and has sanctioned 2,080 crore rupees under Part A through nodal agency PFC for towns having population of more than 30,000. The project will establish baseline data system and implement IT application for energy accounting, GIS mapping, including establishment of state-of-the-art customer care center.
Dakshin Gujarat Wijj Company has already submitted the project to the Government of India, and Part 1 has already been sanctioned for Dakshin Gujarat. An amount of about 23 crore plus has been sanctioned for Dakshin Gujarat. This is basically for the infrastructure development. There will be a fully computerized customer care center at Surat. There will be 5 computers per subdivision in the 11 towns which have been identified for APDRP, where the population is more than 30,000 and the loss level is more than 15%.
Erstwhile GUVNL and now its successor entities have been amongst the highest recipient of APDRP incentives for cash loss reduction.
In our utility, 20 centers have been selected and 32 crore, it is around 32 crore project. And we are quite poised to take up the advantage, say because we have a trained manpower. We have gone for the end-to-end ERP solution.
Power distribution, the final and most crucial link in the electricity chain, makes the electricity sector viable and ensures reliable and quality power supply to end users. After unbundling, all the distribution companies of Gujarat have shown a remarkable improvement, and power supply situation in the state has improved drastically. And significantly, the turnaround has been achieved without any general tariff increase in the last 6 years. It's time now to take a short break. On the other side, we have with us Mr. R.S. Jain, CMD, EMCO Limited. You keep watching Win with Power News.